Chief Revenue Officer of Essence Ventures.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be with you all this afternoon. Again, my name is Pauline Malcolm Thornton, and I'm the Chief Revenue Officer at Essence Ventures, which Essence Festival of Culture is a part of. Welcome again to the New Voices 150,000 Power Pitch, sponsored by Entergy. Give it up. Now, a little bit about New Voices. New Voices offers women of color entrepreneurs unprecedented access to capital and expertise to build, grow, and scale their businesses with purpose. New Voices Foundation is focused on providing flexible funding, education, and networking opportunities to these entrepreneurs via pitch competitions like these. Also accelerators, boot camps, coaching, and mentoring, both online and masterclasses, and so much more. And a word about our sponsor, we're especially pleased to have the support of Entergy in bringing you this important pitch competition as a part of Entergy's commitment to corporate citizenship in New Orleans and the rest of the regions in which they operate. Give it up for Entergy, everyone. Now the fun stuff, pitch time. I want you all to give these incredible entrepreneurs a round of applause. We have 3 Black women that are going to be joining us. Mabel and Sharia Frias from Luna Magic, Felicia Jackson from CPR Rap, Brooke Hill from Swella Beauty. They're going to be joining us very shortly on stage. And now I want to tell you a little bit about our distinguished judges that will be judging the competition. First, we have Darryl Thompson, Chief Investment Officer and Managing Partner for New Voices Fund. Coming to the stage. Hey, Darryl. Next up is Beatrice Dixon, founder and CEO of the Honey Pot Company. Give it up for Beatrice. And last but certainly not least, we have Rod West, Group President of Utility Operations for Entergy. Welcome. Now, the judges will evaluate the pitches of the three companies that you will be hearing from today, and they'll all be competing for one $75,000 grant, one $50,000 grant, and one $25,000 grant, combined with vital business coaching for each winner. With that, I'm going to get to our finalists again. We have Mabel and Sharia Frias from Luna Magic coming to the stage. Hey, ladies. Love that pink. Beautiful colors. Next up is Felicia Jackson from CPR Rap. She'll be in, okay. And then Brooke Hill, Swella Beauty. Okay, got it.
Hello, everyone. So happy to be here. We'll be sharing the mic. Well, hola, Essence. My name is Mabel Frias.
And I am Zaira Frias.
And we are the co-founders of Luna Magic Beauty. And we provide high-quality cosmetics at great prices con mucho amor. In the 3 years that we've launched our company, we are distributed in Walmart, Target, and CVS, and we're just getting started. And we are excited that we've gained so much traction by being featured on Shark Tank, Allure, Telemundo, just to name a few. When we take a step back and look at the economic opportunity of the beauty industry, the global makeup market size is valued at $350 billion. When we look at the United States, The makeup market size is valued at over $20 billion, and the vision that we have for Luna Magic is to capture 5% market share over the next 10 years. And I think that we are the right sister duo to do it.
Absolutely. So you guys may ask, how did we get here? Well, we grew up in the Virgin Islands, and growing up, our mom used to apply makeup on us only during 2 occasions. During, obviously, Christmas parties, birthdays, and during the JCPenney Christmas photo shoots. Who remember the JCPenney Christmas photo shoots? It was like an annual Super Bowl for us. And while our mom used to apply lipstick and blush, she always used to say, oh my God, you guys look so beautiful. So we didn't know at the time, but my mom attached an emotion to the product. So we grew up with that. We grew up with the knowledge that makeup brings us back to feeling that emotion with my mom. So after that, growing up in New York City, I decided to pursue my journalism career. And then I decided to pivot over to makeup school because I wanted to know more about formulation for people like us. Going down the makeup aisles, I always had to customize to make it work. I've always had to question, is this gonna be ashy on me? Is this gonna look bad on me? It was always a question. I could never find a product that was made specifically for me. So after makeup school, we went to Cosmoprof, the biggest beauty conference in Italy, and we noticed that all the men were the owners of these beauty brands. And we're like, wow, men are telling us what to wear? Men are telling us?
No offense.
We love them. But men are the ones deciding what we should wear. And then that's when I went to my sister, and I'm like, sister, we need to start something.
Yes, and with my 15 years of corporate experience supporting and creating merchandising strategies at brands like Macy's, Nordstrom, and Savage X Fenty, I knew that there was an immense market opportunity to bring a beauty brand with culture, sauce, relevancy, but also that celebrates the beauty and the diversity of the Black diaspora. We are, from an identity perspective, Afro-Latinas, which means that we fully embrace the Blackness and the sauce and the cultural elements that come with growing up in a Dominican household.
Absolutely. So then we decided to participate in Shark Tank. And we thought it was going to be a cute marketing moment. But then when the episode aired, we realized, oh my God, so many people started emailing us about how did you do it? We thought we were there just selling makeup, and then we realized, no, people want to be educated as to how did we get from Washington Heights to Shark Tank.
And that boils down to our Mentor Magic initiative. So what we want you guys to walk away with today is that we're not only creating beauty in terms of amazing products, benchmarked against the best brands that you find at Sephora and Ulta, but at an approachable price point, because we personally believe that beauty shouldn't break the bank, and we want to shop for all the things, but also creating a community of women like us and remove some education, expertise, and financial barriers that comes with launching a beauty business in retail. We've learned a lot in the last 3 years, and we are immensely honored that you guys have followed us on this journey with us, and may the best competitor win.
Questions, judges?
Thank you very much for that presentation. That was great. Couple of questions. You mentioned you were in CVS, Target, and Walmart. Can you give us a sense of the number of stores that you're in, and whether or not, in terms of the benchmark that I know your buyers are looking for, how are you performing with respect to those metrics?
That's a great question, because we love numbers over here at Luna Magic. So we are penetrated in 2,500 stores nationwide, and for a new brand, that's actually an astronomical number. When we look at the targets that we're being measured against, unit per store per week, from a strategy perspective, what we've been able to tell our retailers is we want to be the leading indie brand in mass. And what does that mean? I think that there's value from a trend perspective, from a culture perspective. We want to be great storytellers. So how do we look at our metrics to make sense of that? We're not interested in being the next Ardell, the next L'Oreal. We are brand founders, women that created this brand. And how do we make sure that we align metrics that make sense? So we are exceeding our targets, so that's a plus. And I will give you one specific example of how that mirrors that. For CVS, when we first launched, it was 250 doors. 6 months later, they asked us to launch in another 400 doors. So our growth has been aggressive, but thank you. But the long story short is that, like I said earlier in the pitch, our aspiration is to acquire 5% market share over 10 years, meaning we are being very realistic of how we're growing this business.
I have a quick question. As you think about market share, you made reference to 5% of the U.S. market. Are you viewing your product as displacing the existing market, or is there a growth opportunity to reach an untapped marketplace, and how do you quantify that?
Correct. So we can look at it two ways. From a market share perspective, the natural trends of beauty industries is either an exit or an acquisition, meaning your brand has been able to carve out a marketing position, product angle for a niche customer base or an underserved customer base, or you're replacing a category, or you're making something better. We're actually doing a little bit of both. When you look at our lashes classification and we look at Nielsen data, Luna Magic is third compared to the two largest players, and that is behind, and I thank my sister, our commitment around providing Sephora ultra-light quality at this mass pricing. So we know we have a competitive advantage there. From a marketing perspective, I know, right? Yes, keep pounding the question. From a marketing perspective, we are Afro-Latinas in identities. What does that mean? We look to the women that created brands like the Lip Bar and Mented as our big sisters, meaning they carved out the conversation around multicultural beauty at mass. Now we are expanding that multiculturalism conversation through the lens of Afro-Latina identity, which to me is the opportunity, simply because when you look at the trends of where this country is going, multicultural customer is the growth driver for the industry.
So, so you're here for the pitch, right? To raise some money. What will that money go to? Because what you focused on when you were pitching was a mentorship magic initiative. Does what you're pitching for go to that, or does it go to Luna Magic?
That's a great question. So Mentor Magic is an initiative within Luna Magic, meaning as we created the brand, we realized that building community, the white space that we fill for our community is this concept of mentorship and education, specifically within the beauty industry. So we've partnered with New Voices, myself delivering pitches or expertise, like this is what it means to launch at retail. These are the metrics that you need to understand. This is how you build a merchandising roadmap. So we're really passionate as we're building our business, and we have a competitive advantage that I have been doing this for 15 years. How do we help other women level out the playing field? And how do we do that? Like I said earlier, through community. We've launched events in which we bring 40 women, intimate space where we can be honest and authentic, because sometimes these women have said to us, listen, how do I connect with my buyer? They don't even look like me, right? So as people of color, we do have some kind of things that we have to work through, and our goal with Mentor Magic is just to keep it real.
Thank you guys very much. Let's give a hand to Luna Magic.
Testing. Thank you, Luna Magic. Next up is Felicia Jackson from CPR Rap. Give it up for Felicia, coming to the stage.
Hello, everyone. I am Felicia Jackson, inventor and CEO of CPR Rap. In 2002, I almost lost my baby to a choking incident. I was working in the medical field and CPR certified, but instead of doing what I was trained to do, I froze. Thankfully, my husband was there and he was able to save our son. But it was then I realized, if this could happen to me, then I know it's happening to people everywhere. And it does. According to the American Heart Association, more than 350,000 out-of-hospital cardiac arrests occur in the US every year, with 240,000 of those happening in the home. The person most likely to respond to that emergency will be you. It has been proven that CPR provided immediately after cardiac arrest could double or even triple a victim's chances of survival. But 80% of Americans are reluctant to perform CPR due to a lack of knowledge or fear of causing harm. This is why I invented CPR Wrap. Our patented disposable CPR template protects and guides any non-medical responder during CPR. CPR Wrap has an attached one-way valve mouth barrier for rescue breathing, visual hand placements for proper compressions, and simple instructions that can be translated into any language for global usage. They come in adult, child, and infant sizes with a price point of $9.99. Our competitors are makers of battery-operated and pneumatic-driven devices like the Zoll Pocket CPR or the Auto Pulse. These devices either require certification to use, they're costly, or they can only be used on victims 8 years and over. CPR Wrap does not require batteries, and you do not need to be CPR certified to use it. A life-saving product in its most simplest form. The medical device industry is a $425 billion market that is expected to exceed $600 billion by 2025. To effectively scale within this market, we are fostering partnerships with the U.S. military, the Red Cross, and the American Heart Association, who trains over 1 million people every year. CPR Wrap is a B2B and a direct-to-consumer business model with over 90% profit margins on our e-commerce platform. We are positioning CPR Wrap to scale by partnering with thousands of CPR training facilities worldwide. I am happy to announce our first major distribution partnership with the National Safety Council in the US and Arrow Healthcare in Australia. Our CPR Wrap kits have the ability to be translated into any language, which makes us an international social impact company. With CPR Wrap, we also plan to decrease disparities that are seen in minority and low-income communities that don't necessarily have the tools to perform CPR effectively. Approximately 3 weeks ago, one of our videos went viral on social media with 10 million views and over $200,000 in revenue in less than 2 weeks. We were also informed that our CPR Wrap kit was used to save a life. That's big. We're looking for strategic partnerships with places like Johnson & Johnson, Kimberly-Clark, Unilever to incorporate our CPR Wrap kits in as a value add with new parents and cardiac rehab patients prior to leaving the hospital. A CPR Wrap belongs in every classroom, on every airplane, next to every 3.2 million defibrillators, and inside of every 2 million first aid kits sold every year. We are on a mission to empower people everywhere to step up and do the most basic, unselfish thing a human can do, save a life. We welcome you to visit us at cprwrap.com today to save a life tomorrow. Thank you.
Wow, yeah, I wanted to see it. First of all, that was amazing. Incredible. So when you say that you're looking to have partnerships with those strategics, how would you partner with them?
Right, so with those companies that I spoke of, they actually work with hospitals to give new parents like the baby bags with diapers and formulas and things of that sort before they leave the hospital. We would just incorporate CPR Wrap into that because right now, parents get a piece of paper that has the CPR instructions on it. I got one when I got my baby, and I lost it by the time I got home.
Wow.
Just a quick question. At one point, I'm sure I was CPR certified as well, and obviously that's a long time ago for me. Just in terms of the practical use of it, how much education actually goes into being able to use it effectively and having the time to be able to exercise what you're trying to accomplish.
Right, and that's the one thing, that's the one great thing about CPR rap, because of course CPR are its guidelines. You can be certified in basic life-saving skills, which is every 2 years. Statistics state that after that certification, people are likely to forget their CPR training within 2 to 4 months. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And there's different, like depth of compression, where to breathe, how fast to push. You'll forget that. And so with CPR rap, you don't need any training to use it or anything. Everything is right on that kit, on the template that will walk you through CPR as you need it in real time.
Where is your greatest need right now? I heard you make reference to distribution, but from a manufacturing standpoint, where are you in the ownership of that manufacturing process?
Ownership, of course, I'm majority owner of my company, but as far as distribution, you know, I have partners. You know, I don't want to do this alone. You know, I'm a first-time founder. I know what I'm doing in the medical field, and like this product could exist everywhere, right? But I know as an entrepreneur, you can't grasp for certain things all at once.
So you're manufacturing the product?
Right, we're manufacturing the product. I have a third-party manufacturer here in the States, but they also have a manufacturing plant in China. My goal is to have everything here in the States to produce jobs and to produce them here.
And where's your greatest financial need as we think about this award?
My greatest financial need right now is product awareness. Even though I mean, because my manufacturing plant, they can make millions at the drop of the dime. My price point is amazing. But a lot of people still don't know we exist. You know, no matter how viral we go, you know, this is a global product and it needs to be seen globally.
I don't even have a question. I just want to drop a seed. You don't need to bring things to the United States. Don't think that you have to do that. You have to do what's going to give you the best profit margin for your product so that you can make more, so that you can get your pricing down, right? And then the other thing that I wanted to say is I think that you should consider creating your own first aid kits and selling them in retail and distributing them in hospitals and things like that. I just wanted to drop that seed for you.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Great job. Thank you, Felicia. All right. Coming to the stage next is our last finalist, Brooke Hill from Swella Beauty. Give a round of applause for Brooke.
I'm sure every professional working in corporate America can relate to sitting at home on a Thursday night, sending those last few emails to ensure their team is well prepared for tomorrow without them. Because tomorrow is a paid vacation day. 2 years ago, that was me. But I wasn't exactly going on vacation. I was using my paid time off to get my hair braided. Yes, I'll admit it, I was using up an entire paid vacation day to sit for braids. Last year, more than 100 million braid appointments happened in the US alone. See, getting your hair done is one thing, but getting your hair braided, that's exhausting. You have to research and find a stylist, often gather your own supplies, and travel outside of the city or worse, to someone's apartment to receive this service. I can't think of another beauty service where people pay $300 for an experience that's subpar to terrible. Having worked in big tech for more than 5 years, in 2021, I posed one question. Why is it that technology has disrupted almost every industry there is, except for textured hair care? That is until now. I'm Brooke Hill, co-founder and CEO of Swella, a modern luxury braid bar that uses streamlined processes and patented technology to provide a braiding service with a better experience, same price, same quality, but in half the time. See, the experience begins on SwellaBeauty.com, where our customers book their appointment, select their style, and then personalize their experience. One customer might request a workstation so that she can send emails throughout her appointment, while another a Swella tablet to catch up on her favorite show. Wine, coffee, tea, even popcorn are just some of the things we offer. These aren't add-ons that you have to pay extra for. This is what we call the Swella standard. We utilize information technology and we save user preferences, and we predict future appointments, and we lean into a limited menu to ensure our braiders can provide the same quality of braids every single time. Typically, you have to shampoo and blow dry your own hair prior to receiving braid services. At Swella, it's complimentary. We utilize an assembly line model to hair braiding to quickly move customers throughout the process, decreasing time in chair by up to 50%. Each station is a singular, repeatable task with standards to ensure quality. You know what works really well with singular, repeatable tasks? Automation. That's why Swella is constantly developing automation tools to make the process within our braid bars more efficient. For example, the first automation tool to hit the market for Swella is the Unravel device. This patent-pending technology utilizes robotics to take down braids, making it 2 times faster and 17 times cheaper than doing it manually. Yes, that's right, 2 times faster and 17 times cheaper than doing it manually. And so, we launched our first Swella braid bar flagship just last year in Atlanta, Georgia, and in 3 weeks, we reached maximum capacity. In 8 months since we've launched, we've served more than 700 happy customers as indicated by our 92% customer satisfaction rating. So, we have a good idea. We have a profitable business model, we have scalable processes, protected IP, global demand, but so what? Let me show you our why. Here on my phone are 15 of Swella's staff members. If you can't see, we are 100% Black woman owned and operated. Swella will go on to franchise its braid bars, and we believe that Black women will be uniquely positioned to serve as amazing Swella franchisees. See, success for us is when a Swella braider today becomes a Swella business owner tomorrow, generating a 6-figure income and wealth that surpasses generations. Join me, join Swella, and helping move women in making economic mobility more accessible through better hair braiding experiences. Thank you.
That was excellent. Okay, so you're here, you're raising money today.
Yes.
How is that going to benefit your current shop where you are?
Yeah.
Or are you raising towards a future franchise? Like, how are you thinking about this?
So around our expansion strategy is what we're raising for. So we have our first Swella braid bar in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're looking to build a second location. The way that we'll expand is that we will own the first 10 locations. By the time we actually franchise, our technology will be available, which is a huge moat for Swella, and that's how we will scale significantly faster. And so the $75,000 that we're pitching for today will go toward the second location.
And let me ask you on that point. Per location, what's the cost? What's the investment?
$150,000.
So right now, as you look at the core business, because it sounds like you're going to have some additional revenue streams in the future. Right now, the initial focus is on expanding the footprint with respect to the bars?
That's right, and our current margin is 37%. But you're exactly right. We do plan on having additional streams of income, like licensing out the technology for franchisee owners.
The disruptive aspect of your value chain is this technology you're talking about. Where are you in the patenting process in terms of actually owning the patent?
So we have filed the patent, and we are waiting for a response. So it's currently pending, and we do have some demonstrable prototypes. Our business model, you mentioned something earlier around the technology. We also utilize an assembly line model to hair braiding, and that really helps our customers to move throughout the process. And so I'd like to say that the reason why we've been able to have a 92% customer satisfaction rating, and we've been booked, is because we're still saving the customer time, which is what our customer cares most about, even through our manual process by taking a group effort to hair braiding. But the technology, of course, will help, is a feature of helping to decrease the time spent in chair.
So why wouldn't you license the technology out to every braid bar and not just yours?
So right now, braid bars, the modern luxury braid bar, does not exist. A really big part of Swella is standardizing hair braiding. I'm sure many of the audience members have paid for a medium braid, looked in the mirror and thought it was a large. And that's because there is no standardization to hair braiding. And so when you come into Swella, we are able to quality assure that experience through our physical braid bars, so that if you get a small braid, you're expecting a small braid. If you get a medium, you're expecting a medium. And so that's why we believe franchising is the best avenue to ensuring quality.
No, that's not what I mean.
Okay.
I'm saying, as far as your patented technology goes for taking braids down, that seems like it would be a crazy revenue driver for you, and it would be a missed opportunity, in my opinion, to only put that in your braid shops, your braid bars. You may be the first braid bar, but there are millions of braid shops in the United States. So I just,
The value is your technology,
Yeah.
not just the shop.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Let's give our Brooke a hand. Thank you.
Amazing job, amazing job. All right, everyone. So now the judges are going to go back and deliberate for about 10 minutes. So please sit tight, because there will be a special announcement on who's the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alfonso David, President and CEO of the Global Black Economic Forum, for a special announcement.
Hello, everyone. So as we wait for the judges to deliberate, we have a special announcement, and I would like for you all to sort of take a step back and think about what we're doing on this stage. We're creating opportunities for entrepreneurs here in the United States. But we also know that we have entrepreneurs in other parts of the world. And so to announce this partnership and sort of talk about what we're looking to do, I want to welcome to the stage the CEO of Star News Mobile. And this is one of the fastest growing companies that provides digital content to creators on the continent of Africa. So I'll turn it over to Guy Campagne, who's going to talk about what this announcement is.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Alfonso. It's an honor to be here, and this week has been very inspiring to meet so many, Black excellence and powerful Black leaders, and rub shoulders with the Vice President of the United States on Thursday. So thank you very much for the opportunity. And I'm happy to be here because Alfonso and I, we always talk about global Black. What does it mean? And I was excited to see that we share the same vision. There's a lot of very successful businesses around the world, Black businesses, here and in Africa, and the opportunities and the challenges are very similar. So we're going to work on hopefully working on these challenges. And it's really probably the reason why I started Star News. A bit of a background, Star News Mobile is a streaming platform of African content directly from African creators for African consumers in the rest of the world. So it came of the realization that if you're a creator in Africa and you want to monetize content, the traditional platforms were not built for us. Even if you have 1 million views on YouTube, there's nobody at YouTube that you can actually talk to claim your $57. So that was a problem we thought we should be able to figure out. So this platform is a way for creators in Africa to directly monetize their content creation. And the truth is, in Africa, creators are small businesses. right? They create jobs, they support families, they support communities. So if you support communities, then you're supporting the continent. So, we've realized that by helping creators, you're really helping the continent develop. In fact, the World Bank studies shows that the creator economy in Africa is going to be the driver of GDP growth on the continent in the next 5 years. So now, talking to Alfonso, understanding what they're doing on this side of the world, and understanding that the opportunities and the challenges are similar, it was only a natural conversation to partner and to unleash the opportunities that what they're already doing with what we're doing in Africa. So the partnership that we want to announce today, which is so exciting, is we're going to launch the first GBAF, I like to say GBAF, Global Black Economic Forum Expo in Africa together later this year. Right? And it will be in the form of a competition where we will have the most promising local businesses on the continent on the Star News platform. And they will be honored at the GBEF Expo, not only with investment opportunities, obviously, for small businesses. Very similar to what you saw here, we will select the best companies, most promising companies, and they will then become part of the GBEF network, which is a proven track record of helping small businesses, opening up opportunities for partnerships, opportunities for mentorship, opportunities to access to more funding to expand, and the dialogue between US-based, black US-based businesses and black businesses in Africa, so we can talk about the global black opportunities that we want to build together. So this is a very exciting moment. I hope you guys are just as excited, and I want to thank you again, Alfonso.
You're very welcome. So to amplify what Guy is saying, we'll be working on the continent of Africa to make sure we're providing the resources and the support that you see on this stage to the creators, the entrepreneurs that are on the continent of Africa. Because we are global black. And we need to make sure that we're supporting entrepreneurs all over the globe, working with New Voices Foundation to make sure that we're taking this model and replicating it and having impact. Thank you again, and in a few minutes, you will hear about the winners.
Now we're gonna get to the fun part and announce the winners of the pitch competition. All right, so our first, I'm gonna go to the podium here. Our first winner of the $25,000 grant goes to the founders of Luna Magic, Mabel and Shira. Congratulations, ladies. Give it up, congratulations. All right, wonderful. Our next winner of the $50,000 grant goes to Felissa Jackson for CPR Rap. Congratulations, Felissa. Fantastic. Great job. Congratulations. All right. Now the news for our grand prize winner of $75,000 goes to Brooke Hill for Swella Beauty. Congratulations, Brooke. Congratulations. I'm coming to Atlanta just for your business. Seriously. Congratulations. All right. All right, everyone. This is a wrap Let's give it up again for our finalists. They're all walking away as winners. Thank you so much for attending.